Well, it's that time again. Time for some good, clean family fun. Alice in Chains, Bleed the Freak. But before we get into it, I'd like to take a quick momentito to thank the following freaks for signing up for the Patreon Supporter of the Cause Club. Brian Grassi, Keith Weaver, Van Hill, Leister Campos, and Keith Neal. Thank you so much for your support. It's very thin, and if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link is in the description. First things first, of course, Jerry Cantrell is involved, so every single string goes down 1/2 step. E becomes D sharp. A becomes G sharp. D turns into C sharp. G into F sharp. B into A sharp. And E into D sharp. Now you are 1/2 step down. Grab a B power chord, 3 fingers, that starts on the A string 2nd fret. You just pluck those notes. Then add your middle finger to the E string 3rd fret. You're going to pluck E, A, G. Followed by open A string, followed by G. Just how it is on the 2nd fret. And then back to your B power chord, but we're going to start with the open E string. And you're going to pluck E, A, D, G, D, A, G, D. Here's our first half. Of the riff. Your second half starts exactly the same as the first half. It's going to be the B power chord plus the middle finger on the E string 3rd fret. But here's where it changes. A string, O, 2, O, to E3 for an almost bend. And then the open E string. Let that open E string ring out for a bit longer before you go back to your B power chord and pluck A, G, D, A. Here's the whole second half. And the implications of hitting that A string 2nd fret last in the second half is you're going to pluck it again to begin the first half. Here, I'll show you. We'll start at the... Repeat. That is your intro and your verse riff. I have tremendous news for you. That was the difficult part of the song. The chorus is just a B power chord to a normal G chord, an A power chord to an E power chord. That's the first half. The second half is very similar. It's the B power chord, the G chord, 2 A power chords, a wiggly, almost bluesy bend on the E string 3rd fret, resolving itself to your E power chord. Here's the whole chorus. Over and over again. The next thing we need to address is the creepy power chords section. It's going to be the A string 1st fret. I'm doing 2 fingers for these power chords, and for whatever reason, I feel most comfortable with index pinky. You do index ring. It doesn't matter. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2 on the A string, and then 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the E string. And notice the last 9 are chuggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Until the time when a D power chord and an A power chord cut into it as we're going back to the chorus. A D power chord is just like a D chord, but we're not going to include the baby E string 2nd fret. And then you'd either go back into the chorus or there's a solo section as well. Now, this solo section is Mr. Cantrell being Mr. Smarty Pants, and I mean that in a complimentary fashion. It's the same chord progression as the chorus, but it's 2 frets higher, 1 whole step higher. So B to G becomes C sharp to A. C sharp is, of course, 2 frets higher than B, and A is 2 frets higher than G. I'm going to play A here, though. So A, C sharp, and then instead of going A, E, we're going B, F sharp, which you see that very, very literally here on the fretboard. B, F sharp is 2 frets higher than A, E. So our solo is C sharp, A, B, F sharp, C sharp, A, B, B, A note on the open A string, F sharp. That's your solo section. And those are all the pieces, which means it's time for me to tell you to go use your earballs and figure out which one goes where when. But are you the type of person who likes to have a piece of paper, perhaps one figured out by ear, by me, and written by me, to help you with your guitar learning journey, or perhaps a playthrough, perhaps played by me? You're going to find all those on my Patreon page, so I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.